Hi there, Cassie Davis here, and I wanted to take just a few minutes to shoot this short video on the topic of relief for caregiver burnout. You know, maybe you are just starting out as a caregiver, or maybe you've been providing support for your loved ones for several years. If that's the case, I can relate. My husband was diagnosed with a malignant brain tumor close to 15 years ago. And at that time, the diagnosis took us so off guard. It really put us in a tailspin. We had no idea what to expect, and certainly didn't have any idea of what would be required of us as we continued down this path. And so as a result, understanding now 15 years later how to navigate more effectively as a caregiver, I wanted to take just a few minutes to share some of those tips with you so you could prevent potential onset of caregiver burnout. It usually shows up in the form of a sense of overwhelm, maybe feelings of depression, resentment sometimes, and just sheer exhaustion. So with that, then, this is the second video in the series. The first video addressed the need to understand the requirements of your loved one as well as yourself. You know, if you didn't get to see that video, then I will include a link to that video below so that you can watch that. There's a link for a needs assessment checklist within that video, and you'll be able to complete that checklist. And that's really important, because if you don't understand the needs and the requirements, then you'll have a really hard time getting the support that you need. Okay, so today's video is about support. As a caregiver, we are giving 150% of our energy and our time and our emotion to the care of our family and our loved ones. And so in doing that, we often don't have anything left for ourselves, so we will experience burnout very quickly. So the best way around that is to have some support. A support team are really just people who can help with the routinized tasks that don't require subject matter expertise. Shopping, yard work, cleaning the house, meals, maybe even transportation to doctor visits. Okay, all things that are very important but don't really require that the caregiver take care of that. And in providing that relief, that allows us the freedom as caregivers to stay focused on those specific areas that do require our attention. So where do you find these support groups? Well, there are several places. You know, there are illness-related service support groups, and for instance, my husband had a malignant brain tumor, so we were able to connect with a cancer group online that specialized in brain cancers. They were able to connect us then to a local group in our area, and then once we connected with these individuals, they were able to help us immensely understand the ins and outs of this diagnosis, understand how we might need to make potential changes within our home to make sure that it was safe for our loved ones to navigate, to give us suggestions on potential treatments for the illness and or the side effects that we're experiencing. So make sure that you take the opportunity to leverage this support that's available online. The second line of support would be, of course, your blood family. And if you have family in the area with you, they can take care of a lot of these routinized tasks, and they're more than happy to do so. You really just need to ask them. If you have family that are outside of the state, they can even assist you. I know that we were able to leverage them to help us with the research that we needed to complete specific to treatments. So just make sure that you understand that it's important to ask your family for assistance in short bursts so that they don't feel overwhelmed. But I will tell you that they're willing and able in many instances to help you. They just need you to ask and let them know what type of assistance you need. And then the final area of support that I'll share with you is the church or the local religious affiliation that you have, dependent on, you know, your preference. So many service support groups are available within churches or synagogues or mosques, that type of thing. So again, the only requirement is that you make your need known to them. Okay, so, and again, in short bursts, they're already doing many of these things while they're out shopping. They could shop for you, maybe pick up a couple of things, or they're making meals for their family. If you let them know that it would be beneficial, they could potentially add, you know, a little bit more of the ingredient and create a meal for you. So you really just need to ask. Okay, I know that these support teams were absolutely mandatory for me to help me provide the treatment that my family needed. I leveraged them significantly when I first got started down this journey. I have since been able to retire from my corporate career, and I will tell you that, you know, that has been such an enormous stress relief for me. It has made me available more for my family, but I still leverage these support groups from time to time for myself so that I can take a break. And that's the last point that I'll make to you, is that you need to make sure that you are providing for your own needs. Allow these people to come in and assist so that you can take a break, so that you can recover and recuperate, because it's only in that time that you're able to recover that then you'll be able to provide the best assistance for your loved ones. I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please like, share, or leave me a comment. You know, if you're interested in learning how I was able to retire from my corporate career and still supply for or manage for my family and my loved ones financially, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to share that information with you. Okay? Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.